Good evening. If you made it here, it was probably a long day. Maybe a good one. Maybe the kind you just wanted to end. For the next 20 minutes, we are not going to solve anything. That is the point. You have been trying to solve things all day. This is something else. Psalm 127 says a line most people read past. It says it is vain to rise early and stay up late, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives to his beloved sleep. Sleep appears there as a gift, not as a pause so you can produce more tomorrow. As a gift. So before any words, breathe. Let your shoulders down. Let your body be heavy. Lord, I come to the end of this day. I am not bringing it solved. I am bringing it as it is. And the first request is the simplest one: help me stop. Every night has a list that did not get finished. The conversation you did not have. The message still unanswered. The decision you postponed again. The worry that is not even about today, it is about 3 weeks from now, and it is here anyway. Psalm 55 uses a physical image: cast your burden on the Lord. Cast. Not present, not mention, not set down nearby. Throw it away from yourself, towards someone who can carry the weight. And Peter writes something close to it, and adds the reason: cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. The reason is not that your anxiety is foolish. It is that someone is caring. Lord, I hand over what stayed open today. The things I can name and the ones I cannot explain. I am not carrying this into the night. It was never mine to carry until morning. What needs my decision can wait for daylight. What never depended on me never did. It stays with you. There is a line in the New Testament that is intensely practical and almost never obeyed. Paul writes to the Ephesians, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Do not take into bed what went crooked during the day." Not because the hurt is forbidden, but because it sleeps badly and wakes up larger. Maybe someone wounded you today. Maybe it was you. Very often it is both, in the same conversation. Lord, what is still hurting I bring now, while it is still today. If someone wounded me, I will not pretend it did not hurt. But I choose not to keep it under my pillow. If I wounded someone, give me the courage to go to that person tomorrow, and do not let me postpone it again. Forgive what I did. Help me forgive what was done. And if the hardest person to forgive tonight is myself, have mercy on that too. Nobody sleeps well carrying their own verdict. Before we pray for the house, hear the psalm Israel sang at nightfall. Psalm 121. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Read one line again, slowly, the one almost everyone passes over: he that keepeth thee will not slumber. You are going to sleep. He is not. That is the reason you can close your eyes. Now the house. Psalm 91 opens with an image of shelter: He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Secret place and shadow. Two words about location, not about feeling. Lord, I pray for this roof, for the walls around us, for the doors that are shut, for everything in here that money could not replace. Guard this house tonight. Guard it from what harms, from what comes in from outside, and from what we ourselves carry in without noticing. Guard it from the hard words left hanging in the air. Guard it from the tension that builds in silence. Let this be a house where people sleep in peace. Not a perfect house. A house at peace. And tomorrow, when the first person wakes, let them find something lighter here than what they left. Think now of whoever is sleeping near you, or far away, but still under your care. If you want to, say their names, out loud or inside. There is no hurry, I will wait. Lord, I bring each one of them before you. The ones who are here and the ones who are far. The ones sleeping soundly and the ones lying awake tonight, who I may not even know about. The ones who are well, and the ones going through something they have not told me. Care for each of them tonight, the way only you can, because I cannot be in every place at once, and I cannot hold anyone up while I sleep. And if there is someone under this roof carrying something heavy alone, give that person the courage to say it. Tomorrow. Without fear. And now the whole psalm that tradition has always read before sleep. Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, I will deliver him, and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and shew him my salvation. There is a kind of fear that only exists at night. In daylight you are busy. At night, when everything goes quiet, the thoughts get loud. Psalm 91 has an exact name for it, the terror by night. The text does not pretend it is not there. It only says you do not need to fear it. Isaiah 41 says the same thing another way, fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. And notice, in neither passage is the promise that nothing will happen. The promise is a presence. Lord, the thoughts that grow in the dark I hand over now. The fear of what could go wrong. The fear of what already did. The fear of the conversation that is still coming. The scene replaying in my head that will not let me sleep. I am not going to argue with those thoughts tonight. I am going to do something else, I am going to remember that you are here, in this room, right now, and you do not sleep. Let your presence be more real to me than my fear. Before we close, something we almost never do at night: remember what went right. Psalm 103 says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." Notice the verb forget. The psalmist knew that the good memory is the first to disappear when the day has been hard. So go back over today, even if it was heavy, and look for 3 things. They can be small. Someone who was kind without having to be. A meal you had. A pain that did not come. News you feared that never arrived. Lord, thank you. Thank you for what I noticed and for what I missed entirely. For the air that entered my lungs some 20,000 times today without me asking once. For the people who took care of me without announcing it. For work that exists even when it exhausts. For the bed I am about to lie down in. I complained today about things many people would spend a lifetime asking for. Forgive that, and teach my eyes to see better. Now a prayer that is not about you. While you get ready to sleep under a roof, there are people with no roof. People in a hospital, counting the hours. People spending tonight alone for the first time. People afraid of the morning. Jesus said he had nowhere to lay his head. He knows that place from the inside. Lord, I pray for those who will not sleep well tonight. For those in hospitals, and for those beside them in hard chairs. For those who lost someone recently and still find the silence of the house strange. For those on the street. For those in prison. For those who will be awake all night because of a child. Have mercy. Send concrete help through the hands of actual people. And if at some point that help could come through me, do not let me pretend I did not see. There is one last thing to hand over, and it is the hardest: tomorrow. James writes something severe and freeing. He describes people who say tomorrow we will go to such a city, spend a year, trade, and make a profit, and answers, you do not know what tomorrow will bring. And then, instead you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will do this or that. That is not fatalism. It is proportion. It is remembering our actual size. And Jesus was more direct: do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. Lord, tomorrow does not belong to me. I do not even know whether I will see it. The plans I have, I lay open before you. If any of them is not good, change it. If any is, sustain it. I am not going to spend tonight rehearsing conversations that have not happened. Tomorrow has grace of its own, and it arrives on time, never early. And now, to close, the psalm you know by heart but rarely hear whole, without hurry. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We are coming to the end. Psalm 131 holds one of the gentlest images in all of Scripture. David writes that he has calmed and quieted his soul like a weaned child with its mother. Weaned meaning the child is not there to ask for anything. It is only there to stay. That is the invitation now. Do not ask for anything more. It has been asked. Lord, I lie down. And I lie down trusting. Psalm 3 says, I lay down and slept, I woke again, because the Lord sustained me. Let that be true of me tonight. Let me sleep, and let the Lord sustain, because the one who holds the world does not need me awake keeping watch alongside him. What I left undone, I leave. What I could not mend, I release. What hurt me, I hand over. What I fear, I place in your hands. And now receive this blessing, the oldest one there is. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Good night. Sleep well.